but, and we're really...
Woo!
That's right. Okay. 4, and we're really going to start it this time. Welcome back, everybody, to the Dirty Balls Podcast. This is definitely the first time that we have tried to do this.
In 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Reunited, and it feels okay. We are back together again, as if we haven't actually been back together again at the ballpark several times in the past couple of weeks. But we're back doing the podcast together again.
So don't stop believing.
Upstairs, right upstairs from the Dirty Balls studio, which you guys don't want to see what it looks like down there, but we'll get it eventually. The point is, we're back. And I had a whole joke that I was going to do if we were in the studio, but we're not. But yeah, we'll just pretend like we're in the studio so I can do it anyway. Okay, here's the joke. You guys know, as a special guest this week, we were going to have one of the umpires from our last homestand, but unfortunately he could not see over the podium.
Denver Dangerfield?
Yes, Denver Dangerfield. Unfortunately, he can't actually... He's back.
And he's behind the couch, standing on his tiptoes.
Denver, how you doing? Yeah. Okay. Well, I hope I got a lot of laughs out of that bit because I've been thinking about it since Friday. So,
at any of the last home games that are left.
Yeah.
I just want to say, and this is my opinion, Denver Dangerfield can go eat a bag of dicks and choke and die.
Wow.
That's just me.
Okay.
Don't hold back, man.
Oh,
Well, that,
Quit holding back.
Go on.
He is definitely the worst umpire I have ever seen in baseball.
Now, I will give you a bit of a disclaimer here. It seems that every single episode we say so-and-so was the worst umpire
No, we
ever.
never say so-and-so because we don't know their names.
That's the point I was
Except for
getting.
Mike.
That's
It's
the
not hard
point.
to find their names.
That's the
Don't
point.
matter.
The point I was getting to was every single time we say that this was the worst umpire crew we've ever seen, none of those times do we still several days later remember their name.
Yeah, this guy was so bad that both teams were complaining about his strike zone.
This time we remember who he is all these days later, which just goes to show you that this guy actually was. So take all the times that we've said that before, all right, put those in the bin, don't worry about those. This is the real time. This was the worst umpire we've ever seen. I agree, and so do both managers from Hickory and Greensboro, because they both got thrown out on over the same call.
No. Carlos got thrown out an inning before that.
Okay, all right. It wasn't over the same call, but it was in the same game. Okay, this is not going to be in any kind of chronological order. I have to first off say, I don't know about 108, but in 115 we all pretty much unanimously agreed that with the exception of winning the championship in Asheville, this was the best Crawdads game we'd seen live. Second best ever.
Most fun, anyway.
Definitely the most fun. This week we thought this was a better game. The championship meant more. We thought this as a game in a vacuum by itself was more fun. But the championship obviously meant more because that's a championship. But we thought it was the best, so definitely the best home game we'd ever seen. And I don't know if you guys thought the same.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was definitely the most fun game I've seen.
Yeah, it was a lot of back and forth. And
yeah.
Lead changes.
Yeah, they'd get ahead, we'd come back and tie it. You know, both teams actually played very well. And for me to admit that about Greensboro, I hate Greensboro. Love the city, love the stadium. Staff there has always been good to me, but I hate the
Great
team.
stadium. I'm not a fan of that team.
but everything started Wednesday.
Yeah.
All right, I'll put a pin in this until we get to Sunday, because I really want to talk about a certain sequence of events that happened in Sunday's game that I've never seen before and don't know if I'll see since. So just remind me to get to that point when we get to Sunday.
That would usually happen after Saturday
Usually.
and before Monday. But anyway,
Saturday I left the game early to go to the movies. Anyway,
Wednesday was a day game, wasn't it?
yes, it happened Thursday. Then.
Yeah, I wasn't there
We
Tuesday.
wasn't there because we went to Gastonia to see Chase again, and
I want to get down there to Gastonia. It looks like a nice place.
it's on the when we go to the Ironbirds in September. Chase will be back in Gastonia. But Chase, you know, not to go back and forth, but since we wasn't there, like I said, we went to Gastonia to see him. Not one, but 2 home runs in the game. So.
Remember when he did that against Hickory?
Yep, that's why we have
It was in
the.
the playoffs, right?
No.
No, but it was at the end of the season.
That's
Had
why
playoff
we have our
implications.
dirty balls. Picture on Twitter is Chase's 2 home runs.
Yep.
He might have been the first person else not in the Ranger system that we had on.
He was.
He was.
He's the only
And
one.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
might be the
Yeah.
only.
He's the only.
Well, we've had one that's since
Non-player.
moved on to the Yankees, but
He was a Ranger then.
He-
though.
yeah,
he
yeah,
was
he was
a
a
Ranger.
Ranger then. So I could have thought we had one more.
He's a Yankee now.
Who else would it have been?
We've had Huff and Josh
Bubba?
and
But
Bubba.
Huff, Josh, Matt,
Jose.
Bubba.
Oh, okay. Well,
Hopefully we'll have some more.
I am correct.
I'm working on something.
I stand corrected.
Get away.
I missed it. I got
But it'll
that
be
right.
another catcher, of course.
Well, it's who we're closest to. You
Catcher
guys,
or
literally.
pitcher.
But he actually plays position in the field too, so
Yeah, yeah. If it's who I'm thinking of, he plays.
always smiling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
plays pretty much everywhere on the field except pitcher, and I'm pretty sure he could probably do that if he tried.
Probably. But like I said, we wasn't there that Thursday. So what happened at that game Thursday?
I wasn't there either.
Thursday was the day game then.
No, Wednesday was a day game.
Wednesday was
We
day
were-
game. Trying to remember.
That's where Carlos got thrown out the first time.
Yeah, he got thrown out for the same thing he got
That
thrown
was
out for.
Friday.
Yeah,
Saturday.
that was Friday. It was Friday and
Friday
Sunday.
was
is-
the game we didn't go to.
Okay, everybody. Okay, look. Okay.
Okay, yeah. 'Cause
We're old,
we were
we've
working
slept
on
since
t-shirts.
then.
Tuesday, I wasn't there. Wednesday, none of us were. Thursday, only Jeremy was.
No, we were there.
Oh, and you
No,
guys were.
we wasn't.
Why were we not there?
On Thursday?
Yeah.
Because we were in.
I don't think
We
y'all were
went
there.
to see Chase when there was a day game.
Okay, yeah, Wednesday. See what happens when we
Yeah.
don't.
Friday and Sunday were the
Anyway.
2 games of
Friday
the last
we were-
homestand that I was there at. Now that we've got that out of the way, let's talk about some shit. Thursday who was there Thursday? There you
I
go.
was there Thursday.
So raise your hand.
And I remember Carlos getting thrown out 2 times, and I wasn't there Thursday, which means that happened Friday.
Right.
It's Friday because
Friday.
we were at work.
Yeah.
There you go. We got that.
Carlos got thrown out for arguing.
We got
balls and
there.
strikes.
We
I
got
don't-
there.
I don't know exactly what he said because he was in the dugout when he got thrown out.
Wow.
I think it was.
One of the players got thrown out too on that
I think
same.
it was Halver. No, the only one got thrown out there was
On
Carlos
Friday. Yeah.
on Friday. I think it was Halver got struck out, and he kind of looked at Denver. Looked down at him like.
As everyone does.
Yeah.
Literally and figuratively.
And literally, that same pitch in that at bat was a ball the pitch before. Same location. So he starts walking away, and all of a sudden, Denver just looks over at the dugout and says, "You're gone." And we're all thinking that Trevor got thrown out. And I think it was Trevor. It might have been another player, but
Oh, that's why I just said Trevor. That's why I thought Trevor got thrown out because I just said that.
I thought that too until Trevor came back in the game and Carlos went to the.
Is this the first time we've ever seen Denver?
I can
This
Yeah.
year?
This
Yeah.
year. This year.
Yeah, because Denver was at a higher level earlier this season.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I remember, I think, was it last year where the umpire threw someone out and then nobody left?
Yeah.
It sounded like some shit that
But yeah.
Denver would do.
Yeah. What are you gonna do about it?
I
Denver?
was watching.
Get a step ladder and try to talk to him.
I think it was.
Which to say that
Frisco.
about Carlos is saying something.
I think it was a Frisco game, and they were talking about his last name being Dangerfield and all that. And,
I got a pretty good dig in on him on
which, as we
Sunday.
know, this is minor leagues for the umps too. And if he's going down, we're not the only ones who think he sucks.
Yeah.
Well, when someone walks past us that's on the field, and I'm not going to say who it is and what he does because he can definitely give it away. He's like, this guy sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Just because he's the illegitimate child of Rodney.
And he has a lot of them.
But But he was like,
No
this
respect.
dude
I'd say.
sucks. I mean, he works for the Crawdads, in a way.
Mm-hmm.
But to even have
Oh, he
that
does.
kind of a person
Yeah,
say
I think-
how bad this guy
I think I
sucks.
know who you're talking about.
I think I know too.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because he said pretty much the same thing to us, and this guy, he stays.
You do
pretty-
realize all of our every single person that watches this podcast goes to Crawdad games. We don't have any, well, except for our one friend in Georgia, but everybody
there's
else,
a few others.
everybody else is gonna know who we're talking
But-
about because they're all at the games.
Anyway, this guy, he's always, he keeps to himself. He very rarely does he voice an opinion about anything, and he was fairly animated before the game, and that's pretty bad when this guy's saying something.
On Sunday, I had 2 really good jabs at Old Dangerfield, and I'm going to skip Saturday because I don't remember really anything from Saturday because I left early to go to the movies. But Sunday,
Top Gun, you think?
yes, to see Top Gun a 3rd time. That's how much I love it. Monica Barbaro, please marry me. Anyway, Sunday,
We know you're watching.
Sunday I
She
had.
does.
Yeah, she watched. She's a big fan. What's up, Phoenix? Okay, Sunday, I got 2 really good jabs at this umpire. Okay, first, and Jeremy was there. He can tell you I got a big pop on both of them. Everybody, we had a great atmosphere on Sunday, by the way.
We
I
did.
like to talk a lot. I'm gonna go on a bit of it. This is gonna we're gonna have like 6 detours for me to tell this story, but I give a lot of crap to Education Day crowds, 4th of July, everything that I call gimmick crowds. When there's a big holiday or a concert or something like that, you always get people that don't know about the game, that don't care, that come there just for the thing, and it's always the guy that's like trying to get the wave started at a very, very critical point in the game, like the base is loaded, 2 outs, and he's down there like, come on, guys. But anyway, Sunday, we didn't have any of that. Sunday,
No,
we
good crowd.
we had a fantastic crowd. Everybody was going crazy. Anyway, I had and the really dramatic way that the game played out on Sunday helped the crowd get even rowdier. So Sunday, he was walking by with the other ump, who was comically taller than him, and which isn't hard to do. I want to remind you that Carlos is taller than him, and well, you know Carlos. I shouted, I said, welcome back, everybody, to another episode of 1.5 Umpires.
Aw.
Yeah, that
And,
was pretty good.
Everybody got a good laugh at that. And the second big laugh I got was actually a reprise, or a reprise, if you want to get right about this, of one of my previous grasshopper-related jokes, which was, are you rooting for the grasshoppers because you're the same size as one?
Wow.
All right. So do we want to talk about the whole game on Sunday? Because
Let's talk about it.
we've mentioned it a lot and haven't actually said
We've danced around it.
what happened.
We'll go for it because I don't remember. And I don't know why, but Sunday was the 4th of July game.
Uh-huh.
And I do remember going up and getting Chris's Crawdad signs because we were down in the 8th. And we got it going pretty good with the Crawl and the Dads.
Yeah.
So.
But, yeah, other than that, that's all I remember.
Well, the Sunday game was our Independence Day celebration. It was on the 3rd. It was our 4th. And because somebody at minor league baseball had made the very dumb... I don't know, there's a cat playing down here by our legs. I don't know if you can see it on camera or not.
It's mainly your leg.
Yeah, it likes me. Where was I? Okay, Sunday.
Pussy rubbing all over Jesse.
Yeah, lose my mind.
Little pussy, he gets all flustered.
Yeah. Where was I? Sunday? The crowd? The Independence
Voice
Day?
change?
Okay, yeah. Well, you guys got me blushing over here talking about pussy and shit. Okay, so let's get back on track, Ethan.
Well,
Baseball.
Baseball, yeah.
baseball Sunday.
America's pastime. Oh yeah, somebody at minor league baseball made the really bright decision to have them have the only Monday game of any team the whole year. Maybe not.
No, there were quite a few teams played on
It's pretty much
Sunday.
everybody.
Oh well, we don't play on Mondays, so that's why I said that. But
There were only 2 games on the Tuesday because there were only 4 teams that didn't play on Monday.
okay. Well, anyway,
All levels.
most of the time we have Monday. The Crawdads have Monday off. This time we did not. This time they had a travel day, or a travel night as soon as the fireworks show was over, so that they could get to Bowling Green to play their 4th of July game, which was Monday night, the actual 4th. And so that meant that we had to start the game at 6 o'clock instead of 7.
Which was great.
It turned out to be great.
Sure was. Yeah.
Because the weather actually really was good. On Sunday, everybody thought it was going to rain and storm, and it
It was
didn't.
nice.
But the reason why I was hesitant about having a game at 6 o'clock was that with these new pace of play guidelines that are happening in minor league baseball, we thought that meant the game was going to be over at about 8:15, which meant there would be like a whole hour to kill before the fireworks were to start, and that would make the 4th of July crowd that I thought was only there for the fireworks very agitated, just waiting around for no reason. And according to Emily, they had a lot of random stuff, finish the lyrics, obviously launch a ball, and just like random games and stuff to fill out that time. And I was like, oh, that's gonna be a drag waiting all that time for the fireworks to start. And then it didn't. And then we didn't have to worry about that because the game went really long.
A lot of fireworks during the game.
Yes. I always think it's a dumb hack joke every time I watch a race on the 4th of July, and they're always like, the only thing better than the fireworks off the track or the fireworks on the track. They always say that dumb line every year. This game, that line actually works because there were some fireworks on the field. There was, I want to say the lead changed at least 4 times. The final was what, 8-7 or 8-6 or something of that.
10-7.
10-7. And there were home runs that got everybody going. There was one that just barely bounced off the signs. There were those calls.
Yeah, there were stolen bases.
And what I want to get to, which is the crowd was dying down and kind of just like, get it over with and let's watch the fireworks and go home in like the 6th and 7th inning because it looked like the game was about to be over and we were going to lose. But that's the thing about baseball, you never know. This right here is the craziest set of circumstances I've ever seen at a baseball game, and I know it won't be forever because it's baseball. There's always going to be something. You think you've seen it all, go to a baseball game. But, so, Aaron Zavala is the batter. He gets hit by a pitch in the foot. He begins to go take his base. And our friend, Mr. Dangerfield,
Calls him back.
gets up on his soapbox and his several apple boxes that he has to stand on to be as tall as Aaron Zavala, and says, "No, you didn't get hit. No, don't take your base. You're still, get back in the box there, jalopy." And then Zavala goes crazy on him. Starts yelling, and I'm assuming cussing, although I couldn't hear what he was saying, and he gets thrown out. And then Carlos comes out and argues it. And
Carlos was already thrown out at this point.
Yeah, Carlos is already thrown out at this point. And Aaron Zavala gets thrown out. He's going crazy. He's getting his money's worth, as they say.
I
And
believe it was John came out and argued.
John came out and argued. So the other ump, the one that knew what he was doing,
The
which
full size though.
the adult umpire, his chaperone umpire, he came over and conferred with Mr. Dangerfield at home plate, and then said he did get hit by a pitch. But Aaron Zavala could not take his base
He'd already been ejected.
because he had already been ejected. And once you're ejected, you cannot be reinstated. You can't be unejected, no matter how bad the call was that led you to be ejected. So what they had to do was give Aaron Zavala a pinch runner after he had been hit by a pitch and ejected from the game. And then that is what triggered the other umpire to come out and argue that, to which he then got thrown out as well.
Manager.
I said the other umpire?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I would love to see one umpire eject another umpire though.
Where is my brain
That
right
would be
now?
awesome.
But yeah, the other manager, and that's all. I always give y'all shit for saying coach instead of manager, and here I just said umpire.
You just degraded him. But anyway, I don't like him either.
Yeah, but he's he's better than an umpire.
He's alright.
No, he's a douche.
What did he do so douchey?
You know what Tom Petty
Right
said?
his
You
mouth
don't
goes.
have
There was
to
something
live
he
like a
didn't like.
referee.
Yeah.
You guys like my little?
So we
joke?
had 3
You know the
ejections.
song "Refugee" with Tom Petty?
Yeah.
That is Tom Petty, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I didn't want to get that wrong. Have old people yelling at me for getting my Tom Petty wrong.
Yeah, so we had 3 ejections, 2 on one play. Because I mean, the other team's manager had, if you look at it from his standpoint, you just ejected a guy because you said he wasn't hit by a pitch, and now you're putting a runner on base because he was hit by a pitch. Which is it? Make up your mind. So I don't blame him for coming out and arguing.
Yeah.
And I definitely don't blame our guys for coming out and arguing.
It was a real, just weird situations on both sides. I've seen a lot of times where 2 players got ejected from the same play, but I've never seen a player and then a manager from the other team get ejected on the
Especially
same
when there was
play.
no contact between the two. Usually when, at least for me, whenever I've seen people from both teams getting ejected, it's because there was a brawl.
Yeah. And I've seen a million ejections because I grew up a Braves fan while Bobby Cox was their manager. So I've seen probably more ejections than a lot of people my age
Did
have.
you get ejected for beating his wife? Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Alleged.
Just don't burn the spaghetti, is all I'm saying.
Okay.
So that was the Greenville Drive.
No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't. The Greensboro Grasshoppers homestand. But I got a little rant with the managers and coaches, If you don't like what we do in 108 or 115, come say something to us.
Yeah.
Don't say something to, a little kid that's in the dugout because you don't know who they are. And you don't know who their parents are.
Say anything
Hold up,
directly
hold up.
to him.
Hold up. Is what am I picking up what you're insinuating here? That a certain somebody who is the son of a certain somebody got told something by
Well,
by a
they didn't
manager?
get told. They didn't
They
come out and say
overheard.
something to him.
Oh, okay.
But, he hears what they talk about. Like the Greenville.
Can
I think he's,
Greensboro?
is
the
he at,
Greenville.
is he at liberty to talk about this and can talk
Actually,
about
this
it
was Greenville.
on
when
the
he's
air?
talking
If we
about
let him talk about it, it's going to get way animated.
Yeah, and he ain't going to remember where he's at and what universe and what planet
Right.
and then why the trees are outside.
Oh yeah, he
He
thought I
ain't
died
gonna-
in my car wreck, and I'm right here.
He thought you flipped it several times. You didn't flip your car, did you?
No, I didn't flip it, and it's sitting right out there. If it was flipped, would I be able to drive it here?
He was shocked when he saw your truck.
Anyway, he's a fucking moron.
Wow.
But the Greenville pitching coach or hitting coach would say something about because Chris said something because someone had some Macho Man Randy Savage glasses on.
yeah.
And him being a young guy probably didn't know who the hell Macho Man was, so he wants to run his mouth.
I'm a young guy, but I'm also a wrestling
But
guy.
he said it in front of someone, and then that's how we know. He's like, if you have a problem with this, come say something. But as funny as your players that's sitting right behind you, they will come over and talk to us, say how much they love us, give us a bat. One of the big prospects for the
Yeah.
Boston Red Sox gave Chris
I thought that was
a
pretty awesome.
bat. He said he was going to sign it, but
He
he
did.
didn't.
You see the thing on Instagram
He
of the
won't-
kid that
There
got
was
the
an autograph
Akuma?
on it.
Well, Nick York, which he's a cool guy.
Peppermint patty.
Yeah.
He doesn't. You can give him a card. He'll sign it.
Mhm.
But if you give him a bat or a ball, he'll personalize it.
Mm-hmm.
Because
It's still pretty cool.
it's cool. But some people don't like personalized stuff,
Yeah.
which I understand. Some people because they want to resell it. Me, I
Right.
could care less.
I don't want to resell it.
I mean,
don't wanna
keep
resell
I
it.
don't want my stuff personalized because if I hand it down to the boys,
Yeah.
and they want to do something with it, they can, if they need to. But, it was cool because he put York Peppermint Patty
did.
on
That
the
was
bat, but it has his name on it, which is cool. These guys have fun with us, but the coaches, I don't know what it is, they can't stand us.
They just get frustrated because they're the coaches of that whole team. They're over that whole team. And if they're losing or something, or if you're picking on their guy, they just get
Greenville's having a
frustrated.
pretty bad year.
And so now it brings us to Greensboro. Their manager, the first time that they came to Hickory this year, he came over and talked to us and
Yeah.
loved us. He's like, you guys, y'all do this every game, every game. This is what we're here for. And then, come to find out, he wants to run his mouth saying that we're being too repetitive. Why can't we come up with new shit? You don't like you know, what, saying it in front of someone who,
Wow.
you know,
Did you guys see the thing on Instagram of the Acuna bat?
no.
There's a little kid who had a sign.
Oh, for
It-
our Acuna, yeah.
Yeah, so we have an Acuna on our team who is a pretty sought after prospect. Not the least of which of that because he's the younger brother of the Braves superstar Ronald Acuna Jr. Luis Angel Acuna is our guy, and there's a kid that had a sign and it had 3 check boxes on it. It said my 9th birthday or 8th birthday. It's something birthday.
Anyway, it's a kid and his birthday.
Yeah, birthday checklist. Crawdads game, check. Crawdads win, check. Acuna bat, and check, because he had the bat. And then it was like MILB something, one of the main accounts on Instagram, posted it and tagged the Crawdads in it, tagged Acuna in it, and people all over the country are talking about how cool one of our prospects are. So,
Yeah.
that's neat.
I mean, we've always had good players that will go out of the way to do stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe 1 or 2 that is frustrated and don't want to do something, but you've got to understand the situation of what happened that day. But any other day, they'll take the time out and
Yeah, but we've had
interact.
You guys,
some that weren't so nice.
you guys want to have talk about what happened on Saturday night? Yeah, Saturday night, because I saw this when I was at the soccer game.
The combined,
But yeah, we go to Bowling Green and get our asses whooped. I don't know what the hell's happening
we
with
won
the team
one
right
game.
And in that game,
now. But see, we were so close to winning the first half championship, and now
Now we're in
I think
third in the
five
overall.
games back.
Yeah,
we're
we're
sucking.
5 games back in the second half, and we're about the same in the overall standings. But we're in 3rd place overall, and we're in 4th place in the second half. But
But we're getting our asses whooped all week until Saturday.
we did the
didn't
same thing
start-
at the beginning of the
right.
season.
We
Yeah.
didn't start
We
that
got our
great.
asses whooped by Bowling Green in Hickory.
Which are
that
the
always happens.
last year's champs.
Yeah,
in the
and they
Pro
put
League.
us like 7 games back then. And then we finished the first half a game. Well, actually, a little more than that by the time it was all said and done. But for all intents and purposes, we were half a game back when they had a magic number of 1.
So we're on the same track.
and then Saturday night,
Saturday, we not just us, but Bowling Green also. I gotta take my hat off to them because we had a combined no hitter, but there was a double no hitter going into the 7th.
and what makes this combined no hitter extra special, in my opinion, is that it was a combined no hitter that included extra innings.
Yeah.
And the thing about that is,
It was a shutout, 2-way shutout. After
With-
9.
we all, I think all 4 of us, to varying degrees, really dislike the extra innings rule with the runner on second
The
base.
ghost runner, yes.
None of us like it. Some of us are, whatever. Some of us, it's the fucking worst thing in baseball ever. So anyway, I'm in the middle. I don't like it, but whatever. I'm dealing with it until it's over. It's almost over. Anyway, to have a combined no-hitter and extra innings when you also have to deal with that makes it even more special, because to have a no-hitter when there's automatically a guy on second and all they need is a little sacrifice bunt or whatever to get him over to third, for that to still have a no-hitter with that,
And I was glad
That's
to see
incredible.
we didn't win the game 1-0. Because if we had won the game 1-0 in the 10th, at least to me, and I'd be like, well, if it wouldn't have been for the ghost runner, we wouldn't have won. But first at bat of the 10th inning, we hit a double that scored our ghost runner, which made it 1-0. But the second at bat was a single, which scored the guy from second, that made it 2-0. So I'm like, all right, no matter how you cut it up, with the rule, without the rule, we're still ahead.
we could handicap that with the second base rule and still say we won 1-0.
We won 4-0,
Or
or if
3-0.
you take away the ghost runner, 3-0.
Well, I was at the soccer match, so I wasn't quite paying
Yeah.
attention. I just heard
But
there was a combined no.
It was if you like the pitcher's duel, that was the game to watch. I mean, both teams. Like I say, it was a double no hitter going into the 7th, and then we finally got a hit. There were only three walks issued the entire game, and one of those was in the 10th. Double no hitter going into the 7th, and a double shutout after 9 innings, and we won it 4-0 in 10. I mean, 3 of their 4 pitchers pitched shutout innings.
You know what I would also like to commend the Crawdads for is finally having a really, really good giveaway jersey that I really, really like. Most of them don't fit me right, or like most of the button-down jerseys I've found like come all the way down to here, and like so you got to wear like a. Anyway.
Did y'all plan on matching?
No,
No.
it's just I just figured we're going to be talking about Independence Day, so I might as well wear some Independence
my
Day
thinking.
stuff.
Bad thing is I almost wore that hat too.
But speaking of clothes, that's how you do a transition. Check out what we have now.
So skilled.
Well, that's what I've been working on these 5 years. We have merchandise now. Look at this. Look at this shirt. And there it is in gray.
And on Allen.
Yes. Let's see.
I've had mine for a while.
Close.
Thank you, by the way.
And I don't know if that's really picking it up that well, but that is our new merchandise, and I really like it. This is not some crappy, cheap shirt with some iron-on patch on it. This is a nice, soft shirt that I will definitely be wearing quite a bit, especially at school, so then everybody can come up to me and be like, "Dirty, what's that?" And I'll be like, "It's my podcast." And
I
they'll
thought
be
you were
like,
done with school.
"I'm almost done. I've got just a little bit left."
But there'll be a link in the bio where you can go purchase yours. Like I said, all the money will go to fix our studio and make it a little better, get better mics and
Steph.
soundproof it and all that good stuff. We're gonna, if they sell, then we can do something good. But we're definitely gonna get mics and all that good stuff.
Shirts.
I mean, we may end up just getting a case of Bold Rock. We always sell 1 or 2.
So either fix up our studio for us or get us drunk.
Yes.
Which wouldn't take much to get me drunk.
Or, hey, we can get a couple of kegs and invite everybody that bought a shirt to a nice party.
We could do that.
Have a bonfire, and, yeah, that'd be great. What you got there, Alan?
I guess we're gonna do promotions.
All right.
Let's see.
I'm going to make sure we're still recording because it's been a while since we've done it this way.
We are.
You were just over there.
Yeah, but I didn't look.
My
Don't
phone,
touch
it's
anything.
not hot, so it's not gonna.
I just saw you walk by in the reflection.
Okay, and we're at 35 minutes.
Wow, it's gonna be a short episode.
Well, we say that every week, and it still turns out to almost be an hour. We find something.
Yeah.
We find something
We
to
run
riff
our
about.
mouths about all kinds of stuff. I got something running my mouth about for a little
See?
bit.
Okay.
It won't take long.
I could talk about all. I got plenty of sports opinions. I got hockey, soccer,
No, that's
racing. I could
okay.
talk about all that.
Let's talk about the promotion. That way, I know.
Colorado Avalanche Stanley Cup champions.
You can talk about the promotion. That way, I know what to wear all week.
Okay. Well, tomorrow we get to see a team that we've never seen before at LP France Stadium. So it's the Wilmington Blue Rocks, which is
All the way from Delaware.
the Royals.
Wow!
Never seen any of them before.
You said it!
I did. I did.
You said the magic word.
Worcestershire
I was
sauce.
like,
Wash your sister sauce.
Yeah.
He said the magic word. Yeah.
Massachusetts.
Like everybody starts dancing.
Go through the previous episodes. There's an episode where Alan attempts to say Royals and just...
Roll.
Also, Royals is the magic word because it's somehow, I don't know how, but we have been so, as Rangers fans and Crawdad fans, so randomly intertwined with the Kansas City Royals and their system at so many random points. It's like that parlor game where you can connect any actor to Kevin Bacon. You can do that with the Rangers and the Royals.
You also do that with the Yankees and the Rangers.
Yeah.
Well, more so.
It just takes 1 degree.
Exactly.
But all the games this week are at 7, except for Sunday, of course, which is the bullshittiest time, 3 o'clock in the flipping afternoon when it's hot as hell, sun beating down on you. God, I wish they would change that. Anyway, so yeah, 7 o'clock.
Scott also agrees with you on that.
Yeah.
Wow.
He
Do
Everybody-
y'all not?
well, Scott melts when it's above 75. So
Yeah.
I
Scott
mean,
runs
anybody
the
with some
a
flipping
lot.
common
We
sense.
run, but
I like warm weather.
I don't want to fucking sweat my ass off
but
at the hottest
We're
part
in
of
one
the
of the
day.
sections that gets in the shade the quickest.
Yeah. I like warm weather,
I mean,
but
I
sometimes it's a little
understand
too much.
why, because it's a travel thing, blah blah blah. But that's what Monday is for.
Why can't it be earlier though?
Church.
If it's at 1,
Yeah, 1 or maybe 1
Yeah.
o'clock would be a good time.
I like 1
I'm
o'clock.
fine with 1, but yeah, 3 o'clock when the hottest part of the flipping day, hardly any shade. It just stupid.
But a lot of
Anyway.
people will get out of church like really late, and that would be a rush to get over to the ballpark in time if they were going to do both.
check our attendance for Sunday and let me know how much probably you think that's gonna be.
Okay.
Anyway, all this week is First Responder Week. Show your ID, get I think 2 free tickets. So come on out to the game. But tomorrow the 12th is Air Force Night.
Why are you nudging me?
Just saying. What we talked about earlier.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we talked off camera
Oh.
about some stuff.
Well,
You-
I thought you were talking about Top Gun.
No, well, yeah, that's, we were talking about Top Gun, yeah.
No, we're
Maybe,
not.
though.
I know.
What did I
Planes,
miss?
jets.
He's kind of giving some thought about serving this great country of
He's
ours.
too old.
No, he's not.
No, he's not.
Let's get back on topic.
Okay.
I mean, everybody.
Leave us a comment if you think Ethan should join the military.
Okay, what if the
And
cat's
what? And tell us what branch.
I've been
Lift your shirt up first and show him your back brace.
okay. I've just been considering as a way to help with the large amount of debt that I'm going to have when I'm done with college, going and serving in the military for a few years. But
For a short show.
I have a lot of reservations about that, given the fact that I'm not exactly in good shape, and I'm already 25 when most people go in at 18, or 24, I mean. But anyway, I wasn't going to talk about that on the air and let our millions of viewers hear about it, but whatever, it's out there.
Tell us what branch you think you should join. And if we get 1 million people comment, we'll take the whatever branch comment the most, and that's what he'll join.
Yeah, I'll go enlist
Gotta have 1
tomorrow.
million comments though.
Listen, just
Let's just go with 5 likes on the video.
wow.
5 likes and 1 comment.
There you go.
Listen, just don't stop believing.
I won't.
Yeah, I mean Steve Perry got pretty ticked there when he thought you stopped believing.
Yeah, just my luck. I go and I become the greatest fighter pilot of all time, and my call sign is Perry.
The platypus.
Yeah. I wouldn't do that, though.
But it's Air Force Night, so you get to watch these little goobers get sworn in to be Air Force.
He can say that. He's a veteran.
Yep. So
We
don't-
can't.
Don't get mad at us.
Fuck you, Denver Dangerfield.
He can say that also because Denver Dangerfield sucks.
Yeah, we can all say that.
And he spent a lot of time in Colorado, so Denver.
I like that. Okay, the 13th, Shark Night. Baby shark. Over under 3 times.
Well, we came up with a bit of a chant for that.
Yes.
We'll name Crawdads while we do it. We'll go, Aaron's a baller, do-do-do-do, Aaron's a baller, do-do-do-do.
It's also Wine Wednesday. So the 14th,
Is that a day game?
nope, all these are 7 o'clock night. So the 14th, which is Thursday, is couch potato night.
Yay!
Hooray!
So see how many promos we do with
Wait,
the couch potatoes.
on what day?
Thursday.
Why would the couch potatoes not be on
It
Friday?
starts on
It starts
Thursday.
on
Oh, okay,
Thursday.
because Friday for potatoes.
You know what? They probably, if they watch this, they just got that. They're like, holy shit! Why didn't we think of that?
Well, and they're supposed to.
You know what though?
Aren't they supposed to be sweet potatoes?
And where's our hamburger and fry bobbleheads?
You know what though? I will give it. Emily is doing a much better job than anybody we've had in recent history.
Most
Yeah,
definitely.
that is true.
Because-
That is true.
At,
I
at
know
the
she's
very
watching.
minimum, she's trying. You can tell she's thinking, coming up with new stuff, and I applaud her for that. And
Yes.
I'm just glad to see us actually sticking with the theme nights all throughout the game.
Yes, good work, Emily.
Yes.
And Friday night, fireworks night. The Saturday, still the couch potatoes. It's night and hickory couch potato night and chip bowl giveaway. So we're getting these little plastic.
Potato chip bowl.
It says chip or cookie bowl.
First 1,000 fans get you a bowl. Put your chips, cookies, whatever you want.
I
Cereal.
think it's pretty cool.
Dip.
So
I just wonder how big it is.
that's what she said.
It's like we're watching the game with Amy.
Child.
Sunday, the 3:00 game. It's Conrad's birthday.
Yay! How old's he gonna
Hey,
be?
happy
He'll
birthday,
be
Conrad.
30. So, here's my thing. Everybody that has all these other mascots that have birthdays have their friends come.
Mm-hmm.
I hope Conrad has some friends.
Oh, he's going to have the bear from,
I don't like that creepy ass bear.
The LR bear?
no,
Joe Bear?
That creepy ass bear.
Teddy Tourist?
it might
No.
be the LR bear.
Joe Bear?
No.
It's the one that's got the Broncos
That
jersey.
creepy one from the indoor football.
Oh, Asheville.
Yeah,
Is it not
I
Asheville?
think it is.
Yeah,
actually.
yeah, Asheville Arena football.
I don't know. It's creepy.
I don't know anything about
I just
it.
know who's not going to be there.
I just know Asheville has a team.
You don't know.
I think
you
they should
push
get
your
the Demon
mouth and
Deacon
you
to be
wait
there.
and see.
Because Conrad's been at his birthday celebrations. And
Hugo.
we have Deep Night, Deep Town.
They could get Hugo from the Hornets. Because
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there was a Hugo event that Conrad was at once.
Remember when Conrad took out Bingo from the
Mhm.
Burlington Royals in a basketball game?
Mhm.
No.
Anyway. But I guarantee you Ramsey's ain't going to be there from UNC. It's just the one I want to see.
They could have our old mascot, Emerson the llama.
Didn't,
Remember
Chubby
Emerson?
go?
You guys remember Emerson
Yeah,
the
Chubby
llama?
was there one year.
You guys remember Emerson the llama? That's a throwback.
Yeah.
He's gonna be there.
So that's your promotional schedule for this week. Nothing super outrageous standing out. I mean, you're
Couch
both.
potatoes?
Yeah, we get to be the couch potatoes, which
Couch
is awesome.
potatoes.
I always love it. I mean,
Which days is it? Just Thursday, Friday, and Saturday?
maybe
Well,
Sunday.
Probably
don't say.
Sunday too.
Probably not.
But
They gotta be blue on Sunday.
yeah, they have to be blue.
No,
Sunday
wow,
blue.
that's a pretty sweet jersey.
Yeah.
I love that blue jersey.
I do too, but
And the black one, I want one of those so bad.
We got some great
Yep.
jerseys.
next Saturday, the next homestand, the black one's going.
I know.
I
Do
can't
not get John's because that's still going to family.
I can't tell you a Crawdads jersey that I've ever. There's been ones that I've liked more than others, but there's never been one that I outright thought wasn't good.
I've got one.
I know which one it is, but even
The blue
that one,
pullovers.
even that one, you know, I like pullovers, so I'm standing my
I
ground. on
don't,
that one.
and I
like
love
that.
this jersey,
Don't we
and it's
have a
pullover.
blue
I don't like
We used to.
pullovers.
Where is it? In your closet?
Because I was going to get Huff
But
on the front of it.
There's been ones that have been better than others, but I've never seen one that I just outright did not like.
Yeah, that black one, that might be my favorite one they've ever had.
It's my favorite.
I like the mid 2000s white with the pinstripes that we brought back on for throwback nights a couple years ago.
Yeah,
I
those
like
are pretty cool. I've got one of those. Game one.
Mm, and that's-
We got two.
No.
Got Johans.
This is
I
just
think that's
riveting
it.
podcast conversation right now.
Oh,
But yeah, I'm just hoping we actually do something with the couch potatoes. Like, you know, we don't have any food. We don't have any potatoes.
we barely have fries.
Yeah.
The official couch potato sausage sandwich, brought
Yeah.
to you by the Charlotte Observer.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah,
do like how all the other teams do stuff when they have, like even with Kannapolis when they're giving those cheerwine shirts away, they're having
yeah, we won't be there
special
Sunday.
things.
Going to
We'll be there
Kannapolis.
late.
Yeah, we're going to Kannapolis.
That's the 30th, isn't it? That's not this week.
Not this week?
I don't think so. I could be wrong.
Well, say hey to Gary while you're down there.
Yeah, Kannapolis is #1 fan.
Listen, if Kannapolis is doing a cheerwine giveaway, we have
Hey,
to go.
Kannapolis does some good giveaways.
It's a button up.
Yeah, so we didn't get to talk about that when Jennifer and I went a while, it was like 3 or 4 weeks ago. We went to Kannapolis for the first time.
The new one.
Yeah.
And I liked it a lot. I mean,
I love that new stadium.
It's great. It's
but
way
it,
better than
it
the old
looks a lot like Fayetteville
Mm-hmm.
and
Minus the trains.
Columbus. But because it's the same person that done it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you know, we bitch and complain about our concessions.
Oh my God, was that their Independence Day
I think
jerseys?
so.
Those are amazing.
But, yeah. Concessions.
They, now, are we bad or is it spectator, or the
Fans.
fans? Because there's so many that they suck. Because it was a 40-minute wait for nachos
At
at Kannapolis.
Did you guys see the incredibly inappropriate bouncy castle?
No, it's not inappropriate. It's not. If you actually look at it, you don't go in the middle. I think it's his foot that you go.
Still.
It is not his foot. The fact that Jennifer giggled and you automatically knew what I was talking about
But I remember
proves.
us talking about that before.
Okay.
But I think they fixed it.
It must. I've not experienced that there.
I've always had good experience with their concessions.
That's the giveaway.
We
I
were,
like
we were there
that.
on a Saturday, and it was
I
pretty
love
packed,
button
but it
downs.
was-
Yeah.
I
They
love
Lucas
button downs,
walked
Hawaiian
around.
shirts,
Everything's
Got
been
a
having
mustache
problems.
and everything.
But they have a lot of good food there. Because
They
I was
do.
there the night before,
They do.
because I went to the brewery
It
up
always
there to
ends
go
up
see.
with food.
The Old Armor,
Yeah,
which
because I
if you're
went
down
to
that way, check them out. It's
definitely go.
yeah.
Veteran owned and operated. Go get a beer. You don't even
But
have to
they
get a
have-
beer.
Coffee beer?
And
They've
go to
got all
the
kinds of crazy stuff.
go to the
It's
newly
delicious.
renovated old school movie theater in downtown Kannapolis. That place is cool.
But if you go to the old armory, you don't even have to buy beer. You can actually pay it forward to another service member.
Yes.
So you can buy whatever service you want
Yeah.
a beer. And
One thing I thought they did was just a small thing, but I just thought it was really cool. Was each table is named after a different base. You know, you got like Camp Lejeune, Pendleton, you know, Fort Lost in the Woods. You know,
but when I went, Jennifer stayed home because I went for a book signing, and I was like, they're playing.
Yeah.
I mean,
You gotta go.
why am I not going? I can't go to
Mhm.
Kannapolis while they're playing a game right
And
literally.
they were playing the wood
literally
ducks.
across the street.
Yeah, literally, and they were playing the Wood Ducks, and I got a Philly cheesesteak.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
it was flipping delicious.
You gotta be careful with their Philly cheesesteaks though. We went down there and got them, and they were dry as could be.
I got
and there's
the
other
buffalo,
times-
so they put sriracha sauce.
it's real hit and miss with the cheese
But
service.
for that,
When they hit, they're really good.
Yeah.
and I
they're
think
on.
it was a deal that night. You know, that a bag of chips and a bowl rock was like what, $9 or something like that.
Which for ballpark prices, that ain't bad.
That
And-
is absolutely phenomenal.
Something that impressed me, and you guys aren't going to care one bit, but Kannapolis' concession stand had Coors. Not Coors Light, Coors. Coors Banquet. No
Banquet beer.
ballpark ever has Coors Banquet. It's
Well-
always shitty, dumb Coors
Well,
Light.
let's face it,
I want Coors Banquet!
There aren't many bars that have Coors Banquet beer.
Yeah.
Not around here, anyway.
And Boomer liked my beard.
It's a good beer, and they have it there. So,
But yeah, Coors Banquet beer is way better than Coors Light.
Yeah.
That is for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you haven't been to Kannapolis yet, definitely give it a shot.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
it's,
go early and check out the area around the stadium. There's
Yeah.
all kinds of stuff to do.
and you know, they've always wanted to be a circus atmosphere, which it is. I mean,
Mhm.
you can go in there and play ring toss.
and the architecture of it is very circus
And if you
inspired.
have kids, or even if you're just kind of childish yourself, take a bathing suit and a towel.
Yeah, they got a whole water play
They have-
area.
Yes, they have splash pad, all that.
And their jungle gym playground area is phenomenal.
Yes.
It's like a ropes course, but with bungee.
Yeah. And
I wish I could get on it,
And,
honestly.
and another thing, one thing I love when a stadium does
I
that
might try to.
is, like, you know, a lot of times parents will bring their kids to a game and the kid will want to go play. They don't care anything about the actual game, but the parent does. But you can't just always let your kid go run and play. Yeah, well, you can see the game from the play area.
Right.
So if you're a parent and your kid wants to go play, take them over there and play and watch the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kannapolis, their new stadium, they did it up right.
It's a lot damn better than the old one.
Oh,
If
yeah, and-
anything was better than.
And one thing that I love about it is, or one thing I love that they did was when they built it, they had it declared a city park.
So you can go year round.
Yeah, it is open. They open at I think 9 a.m. or no, I think they open at 6 for people to come in and run and walk around the stadium. But I think their concession stands open at like lunchtime, even in the off season, and they use that to figure out what they want to serve during the season.
The one thing that I think is, I don't want to say dumb, but it doesn't make sense to me, is the home dugout is on the first base side. Which
That's
puts,
traditionally where it was.
Well,
but that puts them straight in the eyesight of the sun.
oh, I was going to say,
Yeah.
a lot of
The
ballparks.
visitor side is in the shade.
A lot of ballparks put their home dugout on whatever side is more shaded.
Right.
Which is what we do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But traditionally,
Traditionally, it's first base.
it was the home team was always first base, no matter what the Sun did, and that might be why they did that. It might have just been.
And that's when, you
traditional.
know, they built Globe Life
But most stadiums nowadays are are built so that the batter is not looking into the sun, where home plate is not is where the sun sets behind instead of in the outfield. But there's actually a couple of stadiums left that were built before this time where they actually have to have delays because it gets too bright. It's called sun delays that some stadiums have, because even with the batter's eye and everything, it's Southwest, sun sets in the outfield, and it's an older stadium where they didn't consider that, so they have to have sun delays.
Yeah, when they built the Rangers' old stadium, George Bush, it was one of his things. He said, put the away dugout in the least amount of shade as possible.
Oh yeah.
So
I would
it's
do
psychological warfare. So, but yeah, go check it out. It's a great.
It is great stadium.
Yeah, everyone's favorite president, George Bush. Sorry, I don't know why.
That was the first one.
Anyway,
Speaking of old ballparks and old baseball teams, I've been, the other day I was just kind of curious about defunct minor league baseball teams and team names and old stadiums and stuff like that. So I did a little bit of research, and I've decided I'm going to do a short little blurb on the podcast about some old teams. So I started looking them up, and I found what'll be interesting to our crowd because they're all local. Was at Granite Falls, small town just up the road from LP France Stadium. I mean,
on the way to, because I live in Lenore and it's on the way.
Yeah, I mean it's like 10 minutes from the stadium.
Granite Falls Brewery is a really good restaurant.
Yes,
Delicious fries.
Delicious burgers.
Yeah,
try their PB&J all day burger.
And their collection of craft sours that they make there are also very good.
They have a beer called the Conrad.
Yeah,
but Granite Falls had a minor league baseball team in 1951. And yes, only 1951.
One season.
One season. And they are known that basically had... I'm going to read what I found on Wikipedia. Yeah, I know. Take it for what it is Wikipedia. But that's the only place you're going to find anything on the Granite Falls Graniteers was their name. The Granite Falls Graniteers were a Western Carolina League baseball team based in Granite Falls, North Carolina, that existed for only the 1951 season. They used 5 different managers.
Wow.
One season, 5 managers. And won only 14 games.
Out of...
And lost 96.
Oh my God.
That's 110 games. They've only won 14.
And I thought the 2011 Bobcats sucked.
Well, now, according to Major League Baseball, the worst winning percentage in baseball history was the 1888 Cleveland Spiders. And they had a 130 winning percentage. But that Major League Baseball only counts seasons that were 120 games and longer. 96 and 14 is 110. The Granite Falls Graniteers had a whopping winning percentage of 127. They actually are, if you take in any length of season, they are the worst team in professional baseball history.
We did it, Caldwell County.
Yep.
There's nothing to do.
They were so bad.
Take that, Madison Bumgarner. That's our baseball legacy in Caldwell County.
They were so bad. There was a book written about the team.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
And the team was subject.
I'm sorry,
to
Madison. That was mean. I know you're watching.
The team was subject of a book entitled "The Rocks: The True Story of the Worst Team in Baseball History," as they had the worst winning percentage in baseball. I found it on Amazon. They had one copy. It was $10 plus $5 shipping and handling.
Well, I've got an incredibly stupid amount of free time. I'm going to read that.
Did you get it?
I want to read it. I have not gotten it yet. So, but if you got a copy, send me one.
I'll take it.
But I do plan on getting it if I can find it and reading it.
There's one other thing, if I remember right, that was special about this.
There is one other thing that they did, which I applaud them for.
Yes, this is actually extremely progressive for the time and location.
Especially for the location. Now remember, 1947 was when a major thing happened in Major League Baseball, and we celebrate it every year when everybody wears the same number. When Jackie Robinson broke the color barrier in 1947. Well, in 1951, in little old Granite Falls, North Carolina, they were the first professional baseball team in the South to sign African American players, and they didn't just sign one; they signed 5. So, good job.
Think about 50s North Carolina. You don't think progressive and
Yeah, I mean,
racial tolerance.
you know, in the 80s, the Klan was marching in Morganton.
Yeah.
You know, so
For this to happen in 51,
51.
Alabama, Bear Bryant did not segregate Alabama football or desegregate Alabama football until the 70s.
Yep.
And that's a major college. This is a little team in Granite Falls, North
It
Carolina.
was only around for 1 year.
Yeah.
But it says, okay, during their long season, the Graniteers changed their name to the Granite Rocks, hence the title of the book, The Rocks. And even tried Black Cat Night at Granite Falls Stadium, and hope to help turn things around. Get rid of their bad luck. They invited black cats to the stadium. But anyway, Granite's baseball team still had impactful moments, as towards the end of the season, the team signed 5 black players, making them the first Southern pro baseball team to break the color barrier. And if you want to, I don't recommend this because it is still a school and people will look at you funny for cruising around the school. So the Graniteer Stadium was MS Deal Stadium in Granite Falls, which was then called High School Park. The stadium is still standing on what is now the campus of Granite Falls Middle School.
Who's in there?
Pretty sure we have. Is there any pictures of the jerseys?
No, I could not find any pictures of jerseys, hats, or anything because I actually kind of wouldn't mind having one. To be honest.
one too. Yeah.
I mean, even if I never wear it, just put it up on the wall. I would love to have something like that. And I talked to Douglas about possibly doing like a Graniteers night, you know, at the stadium, and he thought it was a good idea. He was going to look into it.
Yeah. So if you really liked that segment, I know I did because I love history and specifically sports history. Let us know if you like that because
Please.
we're probably going to keep it going anyway.
I was
but
gonna
we'd
say
like
it
to
doesn't
know-
matter if you like it or not.
It
We're gonna keep
doesn't
doing it.
matter.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
I-
going to keep that going.
Oh, I found some other team names.
And some of them are very, very questionable.
Yes.
We'll save that
Yes.
for let's don't spoil
Yeah.
anything.
No, I'm not going to say what they are, but
We'll talk off camera.
Some of them are my kind of teams.
And if you know
Okay,
anything about
Jimmy.
this show, our co-host Andrew Jackson over here.
We'll just say some of the names are offensive, but have to be looked at in the context
yes,
of the time.
history. And one of them would be offensive today, but at the time it was not offensive.
One of the words that I said on the third time we tried to start this episode.
All right now.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
No.
Well, the second one.
That never happened.
Yeah, that never happened.
We only tried to start it once.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you
One
talking
time.
about?
One shot,
One
one
time.
kill.
Take one, baby. So, I don't think we got anything else. As always, we thought it was going to be a short episode, and it wasn't. So, thank you all for watching, and we are glad to be back in, I was going to say in studio, in the house at least. So, get yourself a t-shirt and come see us at the ballpark.
And go get yourself some candles.
Yes.
Yes, Moose Candle Company.
All right. Peace. Thanks
See
for
ya.
watching. Please still be going.
Whoa, look at that.